Hi everyone, this video we are going to discuss about inheritance in Java, which is a relationship. So let's try to understand the definition of it. So when a class acquires the characteristic of another class by extending it, then we call that relationship as a inheritance. Like one class is acquiring the characteristic of the other class, right? In that case, one of the class will become the child class, and the class which has been extended will be the parent class. So what is the use case? uh, so in case, suppose if you have a multiple classes or interfaces and there is a duplicate code in all these classes or interfaces, then you can keep that the code which is getting duplicated in a lot of classes or interfaces as a separate class, and you can call that separate class as a parent class, and you can extend the all other classes or interfaces to that particular parent class or parent interface. So in that way you will achieve the inheritance in Java, either by extending a class or by extending an interface. What is the advantage of inheritance? So with this inheritance, we can get the reusability and extensibility. There is no need of writing the same logic everywhere. Just have that piece of code in a class or interface and just extend to it whenever it is needed, instead of writing the whole logic there. So that's the main advantage of inheritance. So the keyword which we'll be using for the inheritance is extends. Okay, so in this video we are going to learn only about classes. So the inheritance with the classes, not with the interfaces. Okay, there'll be separate video for that. So that's the reason. Like in this, we'll be covering only the classes uh, part. Okay, so let's try to understand the further section. So whenever the child classes are created, and if they are extended to a parent class, extending a parent class, then that case they will be able to access all the methods and variables of the parent class. Okay, directly without creating an object, they can directly access all the members of the parent class, but they should not be the child class cannot access the private members, but apart from private, the other access specifier applied on a class member can be accessed within the child class. Okay, and whenever we run the child class, what will happen? So firstly, all the classes will get compiled as usual, and first the parent classes or interfaces will be loaded first, followed by the child one. Okay, that's the flow. And yeah, we'll see that with the help of a program. And also, like, we can avoid inheriting a class using the keyword, a particular keyword. That also we can do. Yeah, let's we can discuss that elaborately on later, but let's try to understand the next one, the types of inheritance. Okay, so we have single level, multi-level, and multiple inheritance. Okay, so let's try to understand what are those. So in the single level, one class will be extending to the another class, and in the multi-level, one class will be extended to other class, and that class will be extended to some other class. So on that level, we'll get some levels there, maybe uh, a two level inheritance, three level inheritance. So there are multi-level inheritance. So that is one of the category. And the next one is the multiple inheritance. So if a class is extending two classes at a time, then that relationship we'll call it as multiple inheritance. And there are some other categories as well, like hybrid, etc. But uh, these are the two things like we want to discuss in this video. Okay, and if you see the multi-level inheritance, so this will be supported by classes and interfaces, single level and multi-level. But the multiple inheritance is not supported by classes. Okay, that is a limitation, and there is a reason behind that. So it will create a diamond problem, and that part will be going to cover in the other video. But yeah, classes doesn't support multiple inheritance, but only the interfaces can support multiple inheritance. Okay, yeah, next one. So let's try to understand the inheritance with the help of program. Okay, so I have created a class, demo class, and I have created another class called demo class 1 in one of the Java file, demo class.java. This file contains two classes, and one class is extending other class. And if you see this is a parent class, and demo class 1 is a child class. So what is there in the parent class? We have two variables, x and y, static variables, and two static methods, m1 and m2. What is there in the child class? Static variable z, and we have a method, static method m3 in the child class. So what uh, we have discussed so far. So whenever we run the child class, automatically the parent class will be loaded first and then followed by the child class. That is one of the thing which we discuss. And the next one is, from the child class you can access all the members of the parent class, can be a variable or method. Let's see that. So the child class, I have a main method, and I'm trying to access the superclass variable x. No compilation, it is possible to access. I'm just printing the values of the parent class variables. See here, we can able to access the variables of parent class. What will happen if we try to access the methods of parent class? It is possible. See here, m1 can access m1, you can access m2, also you can access m3, which is the method of the child class, same class. Yeah, that's how you can access all the members of the parent class. But in case if you have a private method or private variable in the parent class, you will not be able to access the private methods of the superclass, because the private modifier says, or the access specifier says that the private members will be accessible only within the class, not outside of the class either. Even if it is from the child class, it is not possible. See here, we'll get a compilation error saying that method m1 is not visible. Okay, that's how you're going to access the parent members from the child class. So this is the single level inheritance. We can even create another level which will fall under the multi-level category. So I'm saying demo class 2 extending demo class 1. That means, one second, what there we got. Okay, where was that defined? Demo class 1 is extending demo class, and demo class 2 will be extending Yeah, let's make it as 3. Yeah, maybe somewhere else it is defined already. The class is there, that's the reason. Yeah, so I create another class called demo class 3, which is extending demo class 1, and demo class 1 is extending demo class. Demo class is the parent, and it doesn't have any further parent classes. So this is the one class, this is the child, and demo class 3 will be the child of demo class 1. So it's a multi-level hierarchy. This is supported in Java, but multiple inheritance is not supported. Suppose if I want to use C, we will get a compilation error. Suppose if I say, yeah, so it's completely not possible in Java to extend to two parent classes from a single class. Yeah, the next one is how to prevent your class to be inherited from the other classes. So there is a keyword called final, you can apply to a class. Suppose if I use the final keyword at the parent level class, then what will happen? Like you will get a compilation error saying that demo class 1 cannot subclass the final class demo class. So that's how you can avoid making this class as a parent of some other class. So there are some use cases like you have to prevent the inheritance for a class, right? I mean, like that should be that cannot be a parent of some other classes. So in that case, you just make that class as final. That's how you can solve that problem. Okay, so this is all about the inheritance topic. We'll meet with a new topic in the next video. Thank you.